Gentlemen, we're not supposed to be here.
This is a closed course.
Welcome to Closed Course, presented by Pins and Aces, where the mic is open and the drinks are cold. This is the spot where golf meets good company. Athletes, artists, reality stars, and the pros who live on the greens. From tee boxes to tour buses, from green rooms to greens, we're asking the questions you won't hear anywhere else. We talk sports, we talk life, we talk everything in between. No scorecards, no pressure, just good vibes and stories that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even grab your clubs. So let's tee it up and let it fly.
Good.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite golf podcast, Closed Course. I'm your host, Blake Horson, here with my co-host, as usual,
Liam, Nick,
E-Brads.
E-Brads.
New name.
New name. I love it. I love it.
Switch it up.
So you guys are here grinding on a Monday after a full weekend in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
You guys just pulled in from the road trip this morning, right?
Oh, fuck, that's what it feels like. Last night.
Damn.
We got here, Nick, at 7:30, and we left yesterday at 6:30 because Nick got a hotel room for Friday, Saturday night. Didn't want to be with in the Airbnb.
That's not totally
is
true.
Is this the bouginess that we talked about pre-trip?
Yeah.
Was it just a shit house?
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it was like
It's
in
what
the
you
projects.
expect on like a cheap guy's trip.
to Vegas. Yeah.
9 guys, 3 bedrooms, doubled up.
Pins
It
and
was
Aces balling on a budget.
Yep.
well, no, it was fine. And actually, Liam's dad, Derek, was going to go on the trip and play, but he got a last minute invite to Scottsdale National in Arizona on Friday, and so he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to come. Like, there's this business guy invited him. I get it." He's like, "Well, I can't cancel my hotel. Does anybody want it?" And I'm like, Yeah. I'll take it. It was at the Westin, Lake Las Vegas. It was close to the course. And so I was like, yeah, I'll stay there. I stayed there Thursday night at the house and then Friday, Saturday at the Westin. But luckily I did because I had to drive yesterday while Liam gets home at 4 a.m. and just passes out for the first 5 hours of the drive. We're like 5 hours in. He's like, yeah, it's been a pretty easy drive so far.
Yeah, I did say that.
Not gonna lie.
I kind
I'm
of
like-
said it as a joke, but because we got home pretty late, obviously, and then John flips all the lights on in our room at 6, and I'm like, John, what are you doing? He's like, well, I'm up. Let's just go. I'm like, oh no. So then we got ready, left at like 6:30, picked Nick up on the way, and then I put a towel over my head. And then just slept for like 5 hours. I was dead. We didn't get much sleep the night before either.
I say, how was the whole weekend? I mean,
It was
success
good.
all in all, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we left Thursday morning. We had a group of 5. Nick, of course, late to everything as he was to this pod. Nick's like, all right, let's get there at 7. We're leaving by 7:30. Me, Rory, Evan, John, all here right at 7, ready to go.
Not ready
Nick
to
pulls
go.
up 7:35.
7:22.
Not true. We leave.
I love the workplace dynamic we got going on here.
We leave at like 8:05. We're not even.
7:45.
We're not even 2 miles down the road. We got to stop, get gas. Nick wants a burrito.
Nick does not want a burrito.
The other
John
guys
wanted
get a burrito as well.
This is just shitting on me.
And then not
I did
even
get a burrito.
not even an I don't know, of all people to get a road trip burrito, it's not this guy. He has stomach problems. And then that takes me to the next part. Hour into
minutes
the
later,
drive, we got to stop
bathroom.
at Lowe's. That's a 30-minute detour. Nick's gotta
30
take
minutes.
his shit.
Did you go to the bathroom?
I
at Lowe's?
did, but I didn't need
Oh,
to stop. I
yeah.
didn't need to stop.
It wasn't 30 minutes. It was like
And then, John took us to that weird restaurant that we.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually funny. So where was it? River Bend or where?
Green River.
Green River. So we're probably 5 hours into the ride
Yeah.
of this trip. John
Don't name the restaurant.
I won't name the restaurant. It's probably in the video though, but I liked it actually. But it's like this weird little burger joint, middle of nowhere. And John's always about the food. Like all he did that whole road trip was just look at restaurants in Vegas.
There's John
and
right here.
There
Let's
he
bring
is,
him
right
on.
there.
Yeah.
Bring him on.
So we go to this little place, and it's just like a little burger joint, and Nick and John are on a call. Nick's got his headphones on, sitting inside with John. Nick's already a loud person, and he's on the phone, and he's like, yeah, we just stopped off at this little shithole to get some lunch. And there's like an employee there. There's like some local customers. And then John has to leave because he feels so awkward. John's like spazzing out because he feels so uncomfortable.
It actually wasn't. It wasn't that bad. It was like an average place. It was fine for what it was, but Yeah, it's like there's not much from Denver to Vegas. It's actually not that bad of a drive. It's 10 hours.
done
Like
it before,
it's manageable.
Yeah.
And with like all the gear that we brought for the tournament and 5 of us, it just made sense to.
Plus, if there's 5 of you, did you break it up into like 2-hour driving increments, or did you
Me
just
and
take
John.
the wheel?
John drove. He probably drove half on the way home, and I drove like 90% on the way there.
Damn.
Maybe all of it. I can't remember if he even drove at all.
You
He
just
did
like
last
driving?
2 hours or something.
You just like driving?
I like having
trust
like
anybody else.
yeah, I like having control. Like I need to have like my life in my hands. I can make that's why I don't like roller coasters or skydiving or any of that stuff. I don't
Airplanes?
have control. Yeah, no, honestly, like I used to get real freaked out on airplanes. I saw a YouTube video on how to control the anxiety. Is like you think, and Rob's a pilot, my buddy. You think when you see turbulence, like it's like, oh, you're dropping thousands of feet.
Yeah.
The best thing is to like put your tray table down and put your cup of water on the tray table, and the water like
Barely.
it barely moves. So, but like if you're in a car and you need an open cup of water, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like actually not that bad, and that has helped alleviate
I do that. I do that same thing too.
my anxiety. I think I told you about it. I'm like, put your
Yeah.
water there and watch. It's not actually that bad.
See, I'm one of those guys
So-
that like turbulence comes and I'm like, yeah, like put my hands
Oh,
up like a
no,
robot.
not
I
me.
love it. I love it.
Oh,
I wanted to be a pilot most of my life. I love that kind of stuff.
that asshole puckers tight.
Oh,
When
yeah.
that
Yeah.
turbulence- I hate that.
I don't like it.
Especially, I mean, you guys do a lot of stuff out in LA. When you come over the Rockies
Yeah.
to like, that's the word. You go east and come back, and it's okay because the Denver airport is east of the mountains. And so if you're going from like New York to Denver, it's usually okay. But if you're coming from like LA or Vegas,
They
and
hate
coming
flying
over
into
Yeah.
the mountains, you could always get that like wind
That's because you always
pressure
get
change.
that tailwind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
the
mean, west
change
to
of
east.
over the mountains, there's these
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
airport,
I've heard
whatever.
him talk about it. The stewardess and stuff. They're like,
Yeah.
always flying into here. It's great.
Yeah, it's always crazy. And so, anyways, so we get there Thursday night. We meet up with Dustin Jacoby, who's a UFC fighter, big fan of the brand, and his partner. They were staying with us at the Airbnb. And then we go out Thursday night. Again, John looking for like restaurant recommendations. We go Thursday to this dinner at like Cody, Kote in Vegas. It's just opened at the Venetian.
Yeah, I don't know if I know.
It's like a Michelin star Korean
So
barbecue
good.
place. It was really good. And one of the guys, Dustin's partner, is a vegetarian, so we go to this meat house.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He just eats sides the whole time.
But Dustin, on Thursday night, it's important, is on Thursday night at dinner, Dustin's had a few drinks, and he's like, I'm going to win the 10K. We're going to win it. He's like, if I win it, I'm getting a Pins and Aces tattoo on my bicep. And Liam like pulls out his phone. He's like, say that again?
Yeah.
Pulls the receipts, so him and his partner are like, yes, we'll get Pins and Aces tattoos.
That's like almost worth it for the brand.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
right?
I was like, all right,
Especially,
cool.
is he fighting an MSG?
No, not
Did he
this
get
one,
it?
but I
Damn
mean,
it.
he could be soon. He's trying to get a fight locked down the next week or two.
He hasn't been medically cleared yet.
Yeah,
from his broken
from-
hand from the
And
last fight.
Rory said he would get one too if they won.
Oh, that's right.
So Rory's got to get one too.
So
He doesn't
Rory's
have a lot
gotta-
of
How
space.
does
on
Rory
his
not
body.
have one?
I don't know how he doesn't have one yet, but he said he'd get one.
he's
And the
gotta
cool
get
thing
one.
about the Venetian, we walk in, we have like 30 minutes, and we're just like, hey, let's just gamble, waste some time. Literally, the first people we see are two guys wearing pins polos
shit.
who are
Nice.
in the tournament
awesome.
playing roulette on the little
Like video
computer.
roulette.
Yeah, like video roulette. So they were like super pumped. They talked to John and all of us, and they were like, John's not in the videos that much, but if you know the brand, he is. He's always making drinks in the happy hours, power hours, and they're like, "Hey, that's the big bartender." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's how John's known." But they were cool guys. And we went to that dinner and we came back. It was a long dinner, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And they were still playing roulette. I loved it.
Video roulette.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool.
That was fun.
And then next day we played pickleball.
Oh,
Me and
yeah.
Nick
We
worked it.
smoked.
Send this clip to DJ. He got worked.
Didn't win a single match.
Oh.
I mean, we were running the courts. We didn't lose once
No.
for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I
It was brutal
exhausted.
for those guys. I was so tired, and we played golf later that afternoon at
After
Revere.
pickleball.
After
Yeah.
pickleball, we were just shooting some content and screwing around, and it was pretty fun. And then we had an event at Top Golf, so like everyone in the tournament could come and have like drinks and food, and we put that on at Top Golf. And like the people who come out, people love the brand, so they're like locked in on you. They want to meet you and talk to you and all that stuff. So that was really fun to do Friday night, but we had to get up early at like 5 o'clock the next
Yeah.
day to set up. Tournament started at 8. So it wasn't too crazy, on Friday night. And then had the tournament, and it was great. I mean,
Yeah.
there's about 70 players, 35 teams. We wanted it to be a little bit smaller, more intimate. Like people are loyal. Like these guys, the Casino flew in from North Carolina. People flew in from everywhere. One guy flew in from India.
Yeah, from India.
You know,
LA.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
reach for the brand.
It was crazy.
to play in it, and so we had a shootout. There was 4 teams that went into the shootout.
Well, we got to talk about how that happened.
Oh,
Because originally it was a 3-team shootout.
Oh, yeah.
We're taking the
Yeah.
top 3 teams, doing a shootout 17 and 18. And then obviously people are like, damn, I missed it by 1 shot. 2
and the
shots.
format was a 2-man best ball, 50%
Yeah.
handicap, no mulligans. You got to play your own ball, and so it was a 2-man best ball, 50% handicap. So
Yeah.
the scores weren't. There's 2 crazy scores, like a 60 and a 62. But if you're balling out and you got like 4 or 5 shots, it's possible.
It's possible. And then we're like tallying up the scores. I'm on the mic, like, guys, like, hang around. We're almost done tallying up. Then there's like murmurs coming from the crowd, like, you guys should add a 4th team to the shootout, add a 4th team. You should do a raffle. Teams can buy in. So then Nick took the top 3 teams who automatically got in and like double checked with them, like, hey, are you guys cool if we do a $100 buy-in per team into a raffle? We'll pick one name out of the hat, and that team joins the shootout for $10K, and we'll take that pot and add it in to the shootout. So like an extra 10 teams bought in, so it was an extra $1,000 in the pot. And everyone was cool with that. And I felt like Wolf of Wall Street on the mic. I was like, and we're adding a 4th fucking team to the shootout. And everyone,
Not going anywhere.
And everyone was like hyped. And then the guys who won the raffle to get in were the North Carolina boys from the Venetian.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
So,
Yeah,
it was cool that they got in, and they're like weren't good golfers. They said that they were just there to party and have fun. But then we went to the shootout, and that was wild too.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Liam from Pins and Aces. Thanks for watching the episode, but I wanted to get you guys some discount codes. Remember, you can always use the code CLOSECOURSE at Pins and Aces. That gets you 20% off anything. But also, I'm in the simulator room, so go to adelgolf.com, use the code CLOSECOURSE50 for 50% off the new Legacy hats on Adele. Also, we talked about 2 Under. That came out last week, so use the code CHOPPER for 25% off a pair of your new favorite underwear. Both of those codes are limited to the first 20 people, so go ahead and use them now. Now let's get back to the episode.
And then everyone in the tournament went to hole 17 and 18 to watch the shootout. And the shootout was an alternate shot, no handicap, no strokes. And so, like, if you two are partners, if Erik and Blake are partners, and Erik hits the tee shot on the par 3, and you hit it to, he hits it to 10 feet, and then you miss the putt, and then Erik taps in, you tee off again on the next hole.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
so
a pure
it's just
alternate
rotating.
shot. So you're not like rotating. One guy's got to drive. It's like whoever. So you got to be thinking about, okay, if you're playing for par and you want your best iron, hey, hit it close to putt, and that guy gets to tee off again. So that was kind of fair. But everyone in the tournament, like 70 people, are watching this, following around. And at this point, we're in Vegas. A lot of people are hammered. And like the heckling is next level. Evan, our media guy's going through some of the footage and like, I can't put some of this in here.
Yeah.
It was so bad. They were heckling everyone for everything. And he was going after this one guy and pretty hard. And I had to go tell the guys like, hey, I get it. We want to heckle, but like tone it down a little bit. This guy, the guy who was getting heckled is like one of our best customers, and he's super, super nice guy. So I'm like, hey, easy, because it was like
That's because he
pretty
was
bad.
wearing the new 2 Unders, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then they're like heckling DJ, and they're like, he's not a real UFC fight. Like everyone says they're a real. I'm like,
Actually, keep running your mouth. Yeah,
I was
actually,
like,
you
yeah,
keep going.
actually run your mouth with that.
fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Dustin Jacoby. So there was a 60, a 62. DJ and his partner shot a 66 or 67, 66 maybe. They got, so those were the 3 teams, and there was the buy-in team.
Yeah.
And it was funny because like it actually worked out that, it was fair to add another team, but the buy-in team, they like hit it in the shit off the tee, then hit it on the green. I think they barely made 4 or 5,
They
and
made
then
5.
they hit it in the water on the next one.
Yeah.
So they like weren't in contention. But they were getting heckled like, that's the raffle team, And then comes down to 18. So DJ and his partner make par. The other group who shot 60 makes par. And then the third group made a bogey.
Yeah.
So it's pretty close going into 18. Everyone hits a good drive. Those 3 teams, they all hit a good drive. They're in play on 18. They all kind of hit the green. I think they all hit the green.
They all hit the green.
So they all have birdie putts. Dustin's partner hits it to like 20 feet,
That was
high.
like right on the fringe. Right?
Yeah, and they were the
Yeah.
closest, so they were putting last.
And it looked like it was going in the water. It's a
It
tight
did.
hole, water all the way down left. I was like, that's in the water. And it stopped. It landed past pin high and just stopped on the edge. And so they're the closest. So the other guys all make par. They'd like 2-putt and make par. So DJ has that putt to win, or in the event of a tie, they go back to 18, and the teams who are tied, which would have been the team who went par. The other team went bogey par. So those two would go into another playoff. And DJ was like locked in. Again, people
He
were
was
talking
locked
shit,
in.
not say like you're a fake fighter and all that. And he like normally Dustin would be like, "Well, I'll show you how fake it is."
Yeah.
And he was like locked
He didn't
in.
say anything. Even on the tee box, he's hitting the drive, and he had not been hitting driver all day. We drove around with him for a while. Wasn't playing very good. Kind of on his partner's back. He said that. But he hit a good drive, and he's like singing to himself on the tee box, like rapping. And I'm like, what is it? And then he hits a good drive. But yeah, it comes down to that putt, 20 feet probably, you would say.
Yeah.
And everyone's like dead quiet. He rolls it.
way.
Rory's like, get in the hole. Everyone starts screaming, and he fucking
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh,
he
makes
goes
it.
nuts.
And then of course he goes full monkey mode.
Yeah.
Jumping around.
jumping around, yelling like, I
Going
was never
crazy.
gonna miss that fucking.
You would have
putt."
thought. I watched the video. You would have thought Rory and Liam won the tournament. They were the
yeah,
first
we were jumping
ones.
in. Yeah. Well, I was like, I don't know. I mean, I kind of had a weird feeling he was gonna make it, but it's also a hard putt. He said he was nervous walking up. He was like, "I'm more nervous for this shootout than I am for
Like a-
stepping in the octagon."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "That's wild."
That is.
And then he
that-
made it and
oh.
just went absolutely.
Liam's
nuts.
like, he came to me. I'm like, I think DJ's gonna make it. And Liam says, I think he's gonna 3-putt. You think he's gonna 3-putt? And he's like, yeah, I do. And he drained it. I mean, he drilled it right in the center. And so
looked good the whole way.
yeah, it did. It was a good putt. So it was cool to see DJ win. And, you know, he's obviously a fan of the brand, and people could see it and be like, oh, you guys rig it? Like, did DJ? It's like,
It was in front of everybody.
You saw it in front of 60 people.
Yeah.
Like, and all the teams were
and he
there.
paid full price to get in. And
Yeah, they paid. So it was cool to see like him win, and now he's got to get the pins.
I was just gonna say.
tattoo.
So what is
Yeah.
that? Yeah, you got to get that
We
going.
need to, we should have him do it here on the
yeah,
on the
we
pod.
should.
Actually,
You should let Nick do it.
yeah, actually, I let Nick do it.
Well,
Yeah.
his partner Robert's like covered in tats, so he said he was gonna get his tattoo guy to come to the shop.
Oh,
and
really?
Do him, DJ, Rory, and fix yours.
Touch mine up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fix
That's sick.
Nick's up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it was cool that night. We went to the Palms. I was on the mic. I had some drinks at that point, and I was like, we're all going to the Palms. And then like 30, 40 people from the tournament came to the Palms. We all gambled all night. It was fun.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Anybody win big at the table?
Yeah, you won like
Yeah.
500,
And then I lost it all, but yeah.
and then he lost it, and then like
works.
John was on the like a bunch of pretty much everyone from that tournament was on this craps table, and there was a couple other random guys too. And you guys play craps like. When it's fun and it's going and
Oh,
someone's
it's-
rolling,
yeah.
it's like a good time. You need the camaraderie.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was rolling the dice hot. John started rolling it hot. I went in for like 15 minutes and lost. And so I was like, I hate craps. I'm leaving. Go to blackjack. But yeah, I think all those guys won.
Yeah, it was cool.
Pretty big.
Yeah, Evan had never been to Vegas before, never gambled. He won like 450.
Always how
There
it
you
works.
go.
I swear, man.
Didn't know what he was doing. Everyone else is all pissy, and Evan just has a massive stack.
Yeah.
I was like, Evan, we're splitting, right? Like,
Yeah.
we work for the same company.
And he's like, it's always like this. Go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Did you
So-
tell him about what happened at the blackjack table?
Do you guys play blackjack?
Oh, I love blackjack. Yeah.
All right.
I fucking hate it sitting at a table with him.
So
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
just like-
blackjack. I could sit there for
Me
hours.
too.
The thing that I hate though, one is now they have like the auto shufflers, so they're just continuous deck, which I don't like because
Yeah.
So
in
you
real
get a cut or
blackjack
anything.
you don't cut. It just constantly goes into the thing and it just reshuffles. But in blackjack, when you're counting cards, you can see when the deck's hot or not, depending on how it was shuffled, right? And so, not saying that I count cards, but when you get on a streak, it's like, hey, that's you could continue that streak, right? Or it's cold, the deck's hot, and you can kind of say, okay, I've won 2 or 3 hands. This is a hot deck. You bet progressively. But with an auto shuffler, you never know. You could have a good hand, you could have a bad hand, so I don't like them. But anyways, we're on an auto shuffler deck just for entertainment purposes. And you've all played blackjack. So it's probably happened to you where a dealer paid you and you shouldn't have won. Has that ever happened? Where they like
Oh,
think
they
bust,
accidentally paid you and you
pay you and you don't say anything.
Yeah.
You're like,
I've done that. Oh,
yeah, pay me. No, I had 18, they had 19, they think you won, they pay you, or they don't take your bet, you lose. And it's pretty rowdy. We're talking about like the side bets, it's a full table, there's a lot going on, I get it. And so this lady, this is at the Palms, the dealer flips over 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 5 2s in a row. What the fuck? And so her first card was a 2, right? And so everyone stays. And next card 2, she goes 5 2s or 4 more 2s to get 5, and then a 10. So she has 20. She thinks she had 6 2s. So she thinks she had 22 and busts. So she pays everyone.
out the whole table.
She pays out the whole table. I got like 50. Rob over there has 15. Everyone else gets paid. And Rory's like, hey, wait a minute. I'm like, Rory, shut the fuck up. I'm like, don't say anything.
Oh my
He's
god.
like the kid, like, wait, do we have homework for the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Him.
Yeah. So exactly. Yeah. He's asking for homework over the weekend to the teacher because they forgot. So anyways, all fine. Rory shuts up and we distract. I change the subject, pays. We go to the next hand. It's fine. 20 minutes later, and that happens at the casino, right? Like whatever, it happens. 20 minutes later, the little pit boss lady comes over to just Rob and says, hey, 20 minutes ago, we paid you $15 on your hand. We should have taken it, but we paid you 15. You need to pay us 30.
What?
Not kidding.
Give us 30 back
later.
right now.
I said,
Where's
she's
that
like, give us
juice
30
come
back.
from?
Right?
I've never heard of that.
So I'm like, well, check the tape. And she's like, I can't show you the tape. I'm like, well, you're not getting my money. She's like, you need to give me. He's like, I don't even have. We were playing $15 hand. He just came with his wife. He put $100 down, lost. He had $25 left. He's like, I only have 25. She's like, that's fine. We'll take that.
What?
And I literally said, I was like, fuck you. No, you're not.
No, absolutely.
And I had lost like probably 300 at this point. And I'm like, and I exaggerate. He's like, I've lost 500 tonight at this table. Like, you're not taking $30. She's like, yeah, we are. I'm like, if you take his money, I'm coloring up and getting out of here. And at that point, I was up like $50. And I did. And everyone at the table colored up. And like, I was irate.
So he ended
I
up
was
having
pissed.
to pay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rob is like anti-drama. He's like, whatever, here's 25.
What are they going to do over $30?
It's crazy.
$30
It's
at the
crazy.
Palms. 20 minutes later. Actually, if it was maybe right before the next
And
hand
we had a
or
group
whatever.
of 40 of
It
us.
still doesn't
literally
even
losing
matter. It's
Yeah,
thousands.
that's the other thing. It's not like he's sitting alone with nobody. It's all of you guys.
Yeah.
That's
It's
wild.
$30.
And it wasn't a big hand.
What is
obviously.
that? Doesn't even buy you a drink in Vegas.
It's stupid. It was so stupid.
That's
It's
insane.
crazy. In
I've
the
never
Palms,
heard
so
of
I will never gamble at the Palms ever again. Hopefully we can clip
Fuck
this.
the Palms.
For the record. That's like, I've never seen that in before with how much money Vegas is making and how much we all were out here. JT, the guy from the tournament's playing like $500 hands.
Yeah.
That's
They're at the table. We all leave. How can you not be like, hey, all right, it's $15? It's like literally a table minimum.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who cares?
It was so dumb. And then Nick was like, he was pissed, but he was talking like at that volume. He wasn't like yelling.
Yeah,
at her.
yeah.
And then he like got up, and then I was like coloring up too. And then I was just talking to me and Roy were talking to the pit boss, and we're like, I mean, it is kind of bullshit, like trying to be cool, like you get where we're coming from. And she's like, no, I don't. And then I have this gentleman screaming and yelling at me. And then I was like, okay, screaming and yelling is an exaggeration. And I turned around to Nick. I'm like, Nick, she's telling everyone that you're screaming and yelling at her.
So then I turn around and scream at the top of my lungs. No, I don't. But I was
That's
just
a
like,
crazy story, though.
I was like, yeah, it was crazy. And the service there, like that one lady was
Oh, yeah.
so
What did she
rude
say?
of getting drinks. Like,
Oh, they're like.
she was like rolling
Waitress.
her eyes. I don't know. She was like, did not want to be there. And I'm like, I'll just take a Coors Light. That was earlier in the night.
Yeah.
And then I was playing 25 hands, so I only had a $25 chip. And so I see one guy put a 5 on there and another guy, I was like, hey, can you get me? Like, I only have 25s. And she's like, you should really be tipping with your own money. Other people don't need a tip for you. And I'm like, all right. She's like, so you're not going to tip me? And I'm like, you just got $10
And
for
we're all
being the
boys.
rudest
Like, we're all
person.
like, oh, I'll get this
Yeah,
one.
right,
Like,
all
get
know
one
each other.
later.
You're the rudest person I've ever met in my life, and you're asking me for a tip? No, I'm not going to
Yeah.
tip you. So, anyways, bad experience overall at the Palms.
And then,
That's wild.
yeah, then in solidarity, like Nick said, we all left. And then I got bored and went back to the table. I quickly threw all them under the bus.
The money back.
I was like, all right,
I don't
fuck it, I'm
know
going
that.
back. Yeah, I was like, I'm going back to the other table.
But you did fleece them for
I did.
$500 at the
I did.
Palms, and you donated your money to another casino.
yeah,
later
back
in
to
the night.
Caesars, which I like Caesars. I'll give them my money.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
So fleeced them for 500 left. I went home after that, back to the hotel because I had to drive the next day. I had to be responsible. I got a good night's sleep, was pretty sober,
Yeah.
so it worked out.
And then we were at, this is kind of funny too. We were at Caesars, and it's like me, Rory, Dustin Jacoby, 2 of his buddies, all at one blackjack table. People are coming up to DJ. I'm sure there's UFC fans in Vegas, so they're asking him for pictures and stuff between hands. And 2 guys are kind of like talking to us. And I point at Rory. I'm like, yeah, this guy's a UFC fighter too. Like, if you want to pick, he'll take one. And then they go up to Rory and they're like, well, you fight, bro? Like, what's your name? And Rory's like, Johnson. And they're like, what? And he's like, Rory Johnson. And then they're like, all right, man, well, good luck. And then just kind of walk away. I'm like, that was the best you could come up with was Johnson.
Well, and it's funny at the Palms, we're all like, after all that debacle at the blackjack table, we all leave, color up, I get paid, go to the cashier. We go back to the craps table and are just watching and kind of hanging out. I'm going to go get an Uber and go home. These guys are going to go to Caesars. And I look over and I see Rory talking to these two prostitutes. Clear as day.
Oh, God.
Clear as day. I have the picture.
I got a video. I'll show you. It's funny. And Rory's like tiny compared to these prostitutes. And he comes back and I was like, what are you doing talking to those hookers? And he's like, they're not hookers. I'm like, well, yeah, they are. Why don't you think they are? He's like, they were nice ladies. Like, they were. How do you know they were hookers? I'm like, well,
Ladies
what
of
did
the
you say to
evening.
them? Yeah, I was like, how did this conversation? He's like, I don't know, man. They just came up to me and asked how I was doing and if I wanted to have a private dance back in my room. And I'm like,
Ask if I wanted to have some fun.
I wanna have some fun.
Again, this
I'm
is
like,
a guy
girl.
looking for homework on the weekend,
Yeah,
so he
literally.
has no clue what's going on.
And all, you think two random girls come up to you and ask for a private dance and, you know, you're going to randomly come up to you? He's like, what's wrong with me? I'm a good looking
I got
guy.
game,
Yeah.
bro. In
Got
his,
game.
in his head, he's like looking at the craps table, kind of like looking at all of us, like, check this out. Like, I'm on
right.
fire right now. And everyone's
amazing. That's a good
dying
sign.
laughing, like, what an idiot this
He's
guy is.
literally McLovin.
It's so
he
funny.
literally is.
You got to tell him about the hat real quick. That's where I thought that story was going.
Where?
With Billy making that guy take his hat off.
Oh yeah, there was a guy. I won't mention the brand, but there was a guy wearing one of our like competitor brands hats at the blackjack table, and I come up and I was like, you know, talking to him, and then he introduced one of DJ's friends introduced me to him, and I like made like a joke, like, oh, you know, you got to get that hat off and get the pins, like no big deal, whatever. And Billy's like, yeah, take that fucking hat off right now. And like made the guy take his hat off. Billy comes back and he's like, let's go get a drink. The guy, Billy did give him a pins hat. But Billy takes the hat and throws it in the trash. Jesus. It's like a nice hat, whatever.
And he's DJ's buddy, and you know they're all like,
intimidating.
Midwest, scary dudes,
yeah,
like
he's
yeah,
hanging
so-
out with
his like UFC crew.
First
Skinny
team all
guy.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So we go to the bar to get a drink, and he throws it in the trash. And we keep walking. The guy sees us throw it, and he goes and tries to get it out. And Billy's like, "Don't you touch that fucking hat! Like, don't you dare
Leave it in
grab
that fucking trash can.
Yeah. So he picks it back up and takes it. And he's like, "We'll put it in another trash can." I did. I came back and talked to the guy. I had the hat. And I was like, hey, well, you know, he's like, I'm a Pins fan, bro. I'm going to order some stuff. I gave him a gift card for $100. And when I see his order come through, I kept his hat. I'm going to send him his hat back because it's okay. Like, you know, I don't want to do that. That's like a nice hat. The guy liked that hat. Whatever. I'd be pissed, but it was funny. Like, they're just,
hats in the
those guys were drinking and, you know, intense and intimidating. So,
Yeah, it was hilarious.
yeah.
So how often does Pins do trips like this? Like how often do you guys do?
How many tournaments did you guys do?
That was
Four
our
this year?
fourth tournament of the year.
Oh wow.
2 of them out of state, 2 of them in state. Next year, we're not sure what we're going to do yet. A lot of people are asking us about it. The tournaments are fun.
Yeah, I like
They're a
them.
blast.
Are there
just
any
a lot
other
of work.
target
I was gonna
markets
say that probably a lot of work. Yeah.
that
No.
you guys like thrive in? That
I mean, people always ask for Chicago. I know that's a big city for us.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work.
yeah.
I put a lot of time into it. We make them pretty cheap, so it's not like, oh, we're killing it off these tournaments. We don't make anything.
It's more of a marketing event to like get people together. And Golf Now sponsored it, and they were a good partner to us this year. And we wanted to use courses that like were on Golf Now, so that was kind of a tie to like, okay, where's a good market for them and whatnot. I think next year we'll definitely have a few more tournaments again. And they probably won't be in Scottsdale or Vegas. We want to change it up and do something, have like one finale and say like, hey, this is where it's at. Come and do that. And we want to work with people who work with pins. So like all the courses that we're in, they carry pins and aces. And so, but yeah, I think it's just good to like, people love the brand. They want to be a
that's
part
great.
of it, you know? So
And like the Scottsdale one was cool. It was quick, but like the Vegas one was awesome because it's like 40 of us went to the Palms together, like we said, and you're hanging out with people who really care about pins. And
That's awesome.
we gambled with guys who are big Pins fans until 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's
which like
cool.
you can't really do anywhere else.
Like you said, it's more marketing, more about building
Yeah.
a loyalty and everything.
yeah,
You are
so,
the brand of the people.
Yeah, so that's the cool thing.
Yeah,
it was a
exactly.
blast, for
So is this the
sure.
last one of the year then?
that was the last
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're kind of through them, and as Liam said, just a lot of work, like setting that up logistically, doing all this stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good. You know.
Yeah, it was. Now we're back. Now it's Black Friday kind of focused.
I was just
now.
gonna say, what do you got?
Yeah,
coming
what do you
up
have
next?
coming up this week?
Well, this week, Whatnot, big show Thursday. Me and Rory dressing up, Halloween costumes. We did it last year. We're going to do it again. That'll be fun. And then Power Hour.
November 12th.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we've said it. But yeah, November 12th, Power Hour kind of kicks off Black Friday. And then from there, it's
New
just
products. It's just
yeah, because of
chaos.
holidays,
It's like
yeah.
November and December. Then you get into the PGA show. Then it's the waste management. Then it's like now next golf season's here again. You know, kind of takes you through the cold, shitty months pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And we just did a collab with 2 Under, so I think you guys are wearing them.
Yeah,
Yep,
right
got them
now.
on.
Dude,
got them on
money.
right now.
They talked up. You guys talked up the Under
I
a
know.
lot, but
Yeah.
it was you weren't lying. They're great.
If
man.
you know, you know.
Yeah.
I was
right?
gonna
Like,
say you look good,
the two-
and they feel good.
It's not all balls. You should.
Yeah.
It's choppers
Yeah,
too.
it is.
It is. It's crazy. It makes you look really good in 2 Under. Your wife or girlfriend is gonna love it. But I like 2 Under because
But the reveal might be disappointing.
that's where 2 Under helps. You
It's
know?
lights on with the 2 under, and then you turn the lights off, then the 2 under come off.
exactly. Keep the lights on with 2 Under on, but it's it's not like your typical polyester like underwear, right? They've got
got a
this
bit of
really
compression,
expensive
too, yeah.
material, called Modin or something. I don't know what it's called, but it's amazing. It's like the fabric super soft. It's not that polyester plastic crap on your nuts, so
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I liked them a lot.
And when G was here, that's Blake's fiance, we were like hyping him up. And he was sitting there probably all nervous, like, oh shit.
Like,
now,
what if it doesn't look good?
yeah, like, oh no.
Do you think
now,
you could
now the
FaceTime
pressure's
G
on.
right now and have her
She's
give a
on
review?
live television as
Oh,
we
is she?
speak. She's
Damn.
got a big day this week. Yeah. But yeah, no, dude, they're great. I'm gonna get more.
Yeah. No, they are
worked
good,
on
for
me.
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They're
get more.
comfortable and they make you look good.
And you guys got a busy weekend, right? Up in Nashville, you're DJing.
Yeah, Halloween weekend. Always
That's
Thursday
gonna be
night.
crazy.
yeah,
Halloween in
always
Nashville.
always a busy weekend.
The
Where you
jump,
guys going?
The jump off for the weekend
Yeah.
down at Friends in Low Places.
Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks spot down on Broadway Thursday night. So kind of kicking off the whole weekend. So it'll be really fun. The costume, they're doing prizes for costumes, all kind of. It's always a good time in Nashville.
Do you dress up or no?
I didn't last year. I might this year. I don't know.
I wonder if you could have like a costume that's like, oh, I get he's trying to be something, but it's not like makeup and hair and shit. That's like
Yeah.
I mean,
annoying.
I've seen a lot of DJs do. They do some fun stuff, you know, what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially like DJ duos. They do some really fun stuff. So I'm thinking about it this year. We'll see. Like, just I want to do like like if like a hot dog or some random.
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
little
That'd be good.
T-Rexes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I might, but it'll be fun. Nashville's always fun. So come out if you're out there. Friends in Low Places Thursday night. So it'll be fun.
And so I've never been to Nashville. So is that like
That's
Broadway?
crazy.
Never
Neither
had.
That's
I-
where you should do.
I
You
haven't
should
done that
actually
either.
do it. Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be a
Tournament
good
in
idea.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I hear. Number
Yeah.
one. Number two. So is that like the main area, Broadway?
Yeah.
Friends in Low. That's a cool bar. A good,
Friends in Low
good,
Places
good
is,
vibe.
like, center, and they got a rooftop that's like DJ, like EDM, that kind of music. So it's really popular.
And that's Thursday. You're DJing or
I'm
is it
DJing
Friday?
Thursday.
And Thursday is the day before Halloween,
Is that what
Yes.
it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
No,
The
actually,
30th.
31st. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. 31st. Yeah, play on 30th. Yeah. So, but if you
Yeah.
you guys got to go to Nashville.
I know. I've never
mean,
been. I
in
want
my
to go.
opinion, it's better than Vegas. though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think now,
Especially for the like
Yeah.
bros too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Broadway is just every bar you walk into.
Yeah.
It's got incredible music, incredible crowds.
Really.
Yeah.
So
It's awesome.
walk us through with like, okay, so you DJ on the 30th. When do you fly out there? What does the day look like? The night when you come back? Like, and how does it work? Kind of explain to people because you guys are new on the pod. You DJ, for your living and your career. What does that day? What does that trip look like? And how does it work? How do you DJ a song? How do you pick a song? What do you do? Like, walk us through it.
I gotcha. So, I mean, for this one especially, like, it's not too far. Luckily, living in Denver, everything's pretty close. It's like, pretty center. So yeah, flying in that day, I think I get in about 1:32. Try and get a workout in, and then get a dinner. With like sometimes the PR guy for the our contact or whatever it is, or somebody in town we know, and then
Or we'll
I'll-
go to like with Alejandro to
Yeah.
Affiliates or
like,
Church and Union
Church
or
and
somewhere
Union,
in
the
Nashville.
local, somewhere. Oh yeah, we
Oh, they have one of those in Nashville too. Oh, cool.
Yep. So yeah, we usually hit a dinner with friends or whatever, and then I'll get, so a lot of people ask, like, how do you pick music, right? Or like, what do you do for that? I'll get, especially in Nashville, I played there so many times. I play there once a month pretty much for the last, 3 years probably.
Yeah, we've had a tremendous partnership with Friends in Low Places.
Yeah, so I mean, it's an awesome spot. So I kind of know for the most part, like what the crowd's going to look like, for Nashville. Different cities is, Chicago's a little different, New York, whatever, but Nashville, I'm like locked in. So I'll put together a crate, which is basically like, I'll take like 120 songs that I know will crush. I'll put it in a crate and then I'll kind of just read the crowd. So I'll go in there probably about half hour before my set, get to the table, booth, whatever, get a couple drinks in and I'll look at the crowd and then I'll see what the DJ's playing before, and I usually know the first like 3, 4, 5 songs, I'll get my energy up and then I'll just read the crowd, whatever they think, I play a little country if they're digging country. Otherwise I'll go, more house music, maybe a little hip hop thrown in there. So pretty locked in Nashville.
And what time does that start? Like, what time do you go out there and start? And
so Nashville's actually earlier. I usually, Nashville's like a 11 at the latest. I'll start. The latest usually more like 10:30 to 12.
That's on the earlier side?
Yeah, way earlier side. Yeah. I usually start.
Nick looks tired already.
Yeah, our normal like set times like start at like 12:31 to like 2:30 in the morning. In other markets.
Yeah, especially like Atlantic City, man. I remember I walked into. I'm playing Atlantic City actually next week. But you walk in Atlantic City and they're like, yeah, we're starting at 1 o'clock tonight. I'm like, Jesus fuck. And you think like nobody's gonna be there. Nope.
Yeah.
Like everybody's still partying. It's crazy, man. And I'm like, damn. So then like examples like that, I would fly in and then nap for like 4 hours, you know what I mean, and get up and go to like a 10 o'clock dinner. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
but then it makes it great because then you get back to the room at 4 a.m., catch a 6 a.m. flight, and go home to the next city. Just keep it moving.
What time will you fly out?
I always take usually first flight out. Like even from Nashville, I'm flying out at like 6:37 a.m.
What?
Out of
the next day?
Yeah.
Do you even go to bed?
Usually, if it's like a 1 to 3 o'clock, no, I'll just go. And you're hyped, the adrenaline, you're hyped. So I mean, no, I'll head to the airport probably, especially because in Atlantic City, you have to go to Philadelphia.
Yeah, so you have to like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, so I mean, no, I usually don't sleep, but then you get home, and you sleep. And that's when you're on like a tour, quote unquote, and you're doing like 2, 3, 4 cities a week. It's like you're on a completely different time zone. You know what I mean? Like I'm sleeping
you're not even
through
on.
the day. Yeah. So that can be hard. So it's not an easy life, man. Dumb Dollar famously said, if you want to be a DJ, you got to learn to sleep sitting up. Like
wow.
Plus, you look at it from a different perspective. It's like we're throwing the party. We're not there to party.
Yeah, it's
it's like we're not like getting fucking wasted and shit. It's like quality control and everything. You got to be on your game. And
if I was 22, doing what I do now, it would be trouble because I would be drinking a lot more. I'm smarter now. This is like my career. You know what I mean? I don't get there and
maybe have a drink or two to take the edge off. I take one tequila.
I don't drink while I'm DJing. Very rarely. So,
really?
Yeah.
And then you're getting,
as Liam has seen, and Liam has partaked a few times. The bottles we have in the booth normally go to like the crowd. Go up there, pour shots.
Yeah.
So
I think
that
Rory crowd surfed at the last show here.
He did.
Attempted to.
He attempted to. Yeah, I'm not
Got
sure.
about one row.
Pony clip.
Yeah, it was just like girls in the crowd, and Roy just jumps on top of them and just immediately kind of slides down to the floor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Even though Rory weighs less than.
Yeah, I was like, you got
anyway,
a chance, Rory. I was like, there's a couple girls there. They could probably hold you. He was up there pouring shots. Yeah, they're fun. You need to go to one. I know.
Yeah,
they're awesome.
It's like cool because like I still get a taste of like the old life, you know what I mean? Like the single life before, and I get a taste of it, and then I'm also like, I can't wait to go home. You know what I mean? Like I can't wait to go home and sleep in
your own bed and
take a Friday at home. So
yeah,
it's fun. It's a fun career for sure.
And then those bars, is it like? Because I haven't been to a bar, that type of thing for like 10 years probably. At least. Yeah. So is it like a bar? There's a cover. There's a ton of people there. It's like club vibe.
There's no cover really in Nashville, but other markets for sure. There's a ticket or a door charge.
Yeah.
But Nashville is just a big bar. It's a popular bar that you go.
Well, like the Nashville bars, there's like 3 or 4 floors, and every floor is a different theme. Like it'll be country, rock, live music, and then like dance.
Is this the one you're at?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Every
bar.
levels.
Dude, that's how many people are. Like, if you can't charge a cover because they'll just go to the next bar. It's like just as big and just as crazy. Like, it's like, dude,
every bar is like 4 or 5 levels.
Like lines to every single bar, like 5 nights a week.
Yeah,
really.
Like Nashville is next level, dude. It's crazy. You got to get out there. It's so fun.
It's all day, every day.
Yeah, there's like during the day, at night. It's crazy. It's a blast. But yeah, let's say I play like Atlantic City, there's tickets, you know what I mean? Or Vegas or, some of those, you got to get tickets, tables, whatever it is. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's just crazy. And I think the craziest thing is you're just like, yep, I'm gonna get on the 6:30. I'd be like, I'm going back. I'm gonna get the 5 p.m. flight. But I get it when it's your job. And you're like, I want to get home.
Yeah. Or
you know,
plus sometimes you
not-
got to get to the next city.
next city for the next show
Yeah.
on a Friday night or a Saturday night.
Yeah, I did one over Valentine's Day is a big weekend for me, you know, because I got a lot of female fans. So they all come out, and like I went San Diego to back to Atlantic City, back to Arizona, I think, and then Denver. So it was just like coast to coast to coast. It was a crazy weekend. Yeah, man, it was wild, but it was fun. It's fun.
Do these places take, depending on maybe the bar, but do they like just give you an upfront, here, this is what we're paying you, and you're on your own for food and hotel, or like, hey, we're gonna take care of your hotel, we're gonna set it up, or it just depends?
Most of the time we'll get it's called a traditional buyout.
Yeah.
So it's just one price all in. We'll take care of flight. Sometimes they'll have hotels
I would
for
say
us.
usually they do hotels.
Normally they'll provide a hotel.
Especially
We just
like
take care of-
Vegas, if you're doing something at a
Yeah.
like
any
that's without
casino,
question.
like,
Yeah.
casino club, and hey, the Venetian, we'll give you a room, and you're gonna do this club there or whatever.
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, I mean, usually it's a buyout. You could do like, hey, I want this much for a flight, but usually it's just easy to be like, I want full buyout, and then if you guys don't provide the hotels or whatever, we'll get it. But they usually provide the hotels.
Do they create, like, I've seen your graphics, like, DJ Blake Horseman or whatever is there, and they got the graphic and whatever. Do they then promote that, or is it like
I'll
you
send them
promote
like
it?
our asset deck, and then they make their flyers,
They're
promotional
doing that.
material, and then they
And-
send it back to us for approval. We'll approve it, and then
How long in advance? Like, when did this Nashville book you? Like, how long does that take?
I mean,
well, we have a deal with them, so we do 4 to 5 shows a year with.
Okay, so
friends,
you knew
so-
this was coming.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just wondered how long have you known you're going to Nashville on the 30th? Is it like they called you last week, or this is a different deal? They booked you, in a year in
6
advance.
weeks.
But
Well, they booked us for like 4 to 5 shows over the summer, but then I'll know 6 weeks before when the actual date is.
gotcha. Okay.
Normally, it's just right after we perform. Then, like that following week, I'll follow up. Be like, all right, let's get the next one on the books.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, Nashville's a lot of fun. Played in Chicago a lot. Love Chicago, Denver, obviously. Played in New York a few times. I love the Midwest. Play a lot of fun country colleges in the Midwest that are just. I opened up for Blake Shelton and Thomas Rhett in South Dakota State University, and it was 30,000 people.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. Yeah. So
I saw your Instagram on that. Now, I'm sure, too, you being on The Bachelor, good-looking guy, you got a lot of women fans. Is there, like, a meet and greet, or are they, like, coming up? They probably can't get to you when you're in the set in, like, the middle of the show. But after, people, like, hanging out, or what do you do there?
Usually I do the photos and stuff after. We, sometimes we would do meet and greets before, but honestly, sometimes they'll come get a picture and then fucking, like, they'll stay for 20 minutes and bail. So I'm like, I want them to stick around.
Yeah, of course.
Dance. So yeah, I'll be like, I'll catch you after, and then they'll stay to the very end, and there's like an
and that's helping the bar. Like, hey, they're getting the
bar.
drinks,
Exactly. So yeah, that's usually what I'll do. I'll usually be like, I'll get you after the show or whatever.
Yeah. Cool.
When's the next one in Denver?
So I don't know. Actually, we were talking about, because obviously it's getting cold, and that's a rooftop bar at El Patio. So we might do a fun little après ski vibe, like everybody dresses like and they're
that'd be cool.
Yeah, and they ski and do something like that. So we're working on it. Maybe end of this year, maybe beginning of next year. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
But
you gotta
definitely
come
next
to one.
summer,
They're
I think.
fun.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fun.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Blast.
I'd like to see Blake and do that thing, but being in the at 1 a.m.
Tell you what, though,
Maybe
Denver's
not for
different,
me.
though.
Is
Yeah,
it?
Denver's perfect.
I'm doing sunset sets, so I'm doing like 8 to 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you're
because
talking
I'm at
my
home.
vibe.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I want to get some nice bed. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I do 8
exactly.
to 10. Yeah. So I love playing here in Denver.
I think I can swing one of those.
Yeah. Sunset.
You can survive until 10 p.m.
I think so.
Maybe.
Dude, nah, you're gonna be finished. Be like, let's go to the next bar.
Well,
Yeah.
some of us, have wife, kids, actually show up before 8 a.m. to the office. So
I beat you here
what are you
today.
gonna do? No, you did not. But yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, it is
I
cool.
definitely want to check it out and
No, for sure. Well, yeah.
post about it. And see
We
what
should
it looks
actually
like.
maybe have Blake do a little DJ thing on that November 12th for fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Try and
Be
teach
cool.
y'all how to DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
No,
have
I see
no
your
idea.
computer and I'm like, this is like a foreign language. You got all this and you get this and you mix stuff together. I don't even know what
It looks a lot harder than
foreign
it is, I'll
language.
be honest. The hardest
Yeah.
part is producing the music. That is next level. That's insane. But the DJ itself it's more of an art reading the crowd than actual.
Yeah, but it's still got to be like a fun, good good vibe, good beat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
so you still got
the transitions. You gotta get a good transition.
Yeah.
Lose the energy in the room. Yeah.
And aren't you combining some songs like old classics that people know, but then you add a nice beat to it and something? So
yeah.
Nick's request is going to be a Michael Jackson mashup.
I got a few of those.
those are good. Or Shania Twain.
Nick looks like a Bad Bunny kind of guy. He'll be up there front row.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No, we'll get you out.
Maybe.
We'll get you out there for sure, though.
Yeah.
And then, what else we got? I'm baptizing my son this weekend.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this
a
coming. We're going
big
down to
day.
Florida. Yeah, we're going down to
Cool.
Florida.
You doing it
with
in the
her
ocean?
family? I wish that'd be awesome. No, I don't know. Honestly, this is all G's family. It's because G's family lives in Florida, so they don't get like a lot of special moments with them. So we're gonna baptize them down there.
Cool.
With them. So
That'll be
cool.
great.
Yeah. So
Good
headed
for
down
you
there
guys.
after Nashville for Halloween and all that fun stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
And he's what? He's like almost 2?
Yeah, 19 months.
19
So
months.
He's coming,
yeah.
he's
Okay.
coming along. Coming along.
And are they? Is G's family Catholic? Are you doing it in a Catholic? Is she Catholic?
Yeah.
But they do it
You
in
know
a
what I
Catholic
mean. Yeah,
church.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's because we're Catholic and we did a Catholic church. It depends. The first 2 kids that we did, they had depends on the church, but they got like the pond, like the big ass waterfall with the big.
Yeah, it's like a big deal. Right?
You know,
Like,
they
yeah,
have
yeah.
some of them have that, and like when my wife did it, when she became Catholic and got baptized when she was 28 or 27, it's like a pool. Like you go in it, and like your whole body for adults.
I've
but
seen
for,
different too. Yeah. I've seen a
Yeah,
lot
but
of
for
different ways.
kids, it's like they took my kid and just like waterboarded him, waterboarded her, and like just dumped the bucket over her head and they
My
cry and
kid's gonna be
scream.
So pissed. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
he's
so get
pissed.
ready
He
for
gets
that.
waterboarded.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I saw in COVID a priest was doing a squirt gun. Just to keep the distance. Yeah, he had like a water gun. and he
Super
was,
soaker,
yeah, he was
5,000.
shooting everywhere. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
COVID, different times.
COVID.
Well, good thing
You know?
he can swim already.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
we got a pool at home, so he's
There you
familiar
go.
with
Yeah,
the
that's
water,
good
so
that you got to
yeah,
teach him to
he'll be
swim.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, we wanted to mix in a pod just with those 4, recap Sin City. You guys got some stuff going on. Then next week, we should have a guest back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think next week we'll get another guest, another celeb guest for you guys. Yeah. So.
And one thing I did see, because as we kind of mentioned, we used to do closed course a lot, but never really on a good schedule. So people were asking, like, are you guys doing this every Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yes, every Tuesday. We got 2 guys over here to kind of hold us more accountable. So yeah, every Tuesday we'll be launching a new episode, all platforms. So
And that every episode drops at 6 a.m. Eastern?
yeah, I think it's 6 a.m. Eastern. So I had some guys email in last week saying it was like 6 our time. They're like, listen to all 3 of them. So they'll be
nice.
available nice and early for all you guys over there.
Good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be sure to follow Close Course and
Yeah.
there's some Easter eggs in the episodes if you haven't noticed already.
Gotta
and
find 'em.
on social and all that stuff. Be sure to follow Close Course on Instagram and TikTok now, and on TikTok we're gonna have some fun stuff
YouTube.
coming up.
Yep.
Yep, YouTube, all the
everywhere.
above.
That's new for us, the YouTube
Yeah,
piece.
yeah,
That's
it's
actually
great.
really cool.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So
It
it'll
is
be
cool.
fun. So be sure to comment, like, and subscribe here, and we'll see you next week.
Perfect. See you guys.